For the sake of this assembly and holy day, return the wonderful Dharma, that teach us how to live suffer, and completely realize Dharma. 那么，三人头这个阿拉汉第3秒3分多线。那么，三人头事情多业阿拉汉第3秒3分多线。那么，三人头事情多业阿拉汉第3秒3分多线。就是这句咒文的意思，如果你不清楚的话，我请大家帮场。法师，诸位佛友，阿弥陀佛。Good evening, everyone. We'll continue to discuss the four clear instructions on purity. 那我们今天会继续讨论4种清净明慧。因为明天法会就圆满了，所以我明天晚上今天是最后一次上课的时间，所以我们会赶一点。And tomorrow the Emperor Repentance will complete. And so tonight is our last lesson on this instructions on purity. And so it's going to be a little bit rushed, and probably will end a little bit later if it's okay to everyone. 那也许我们会晚一点结束。你如果要早一点走的话，就是请便，不要客气。If you have to go earlier, feel free to leave early. And 我也想说留一点时间让你们谈一谈呢，都是我谈了7天了，你们谈一谈，给大家谈谈你的这份拜忏的心得，跟大家分享。Also, I'd like to leave some time for everyone to share your experience during the repentance. I have been talking for 7 days. Today is the 7th day, so it's your turn to talk toward the end. 也许我们就是打算到8点半的时候结束这个4种清明会，然后接下来就是让大家发问和发表心得的时间。Maybe we can end the discussion on the clear teaching instruction on purity at 8:30 as usual. And after 8:30 we can have Q&A and also for experience sharing. 我们大家来合掌三称释迦牟尼佛，我们就称英语就可以了。Homage our founding teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage our founding teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Our founding teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Homage the Shurangama Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Homage the Shurangama Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Homage the Shurangama Assembly of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. 无上甚深微妙法，百千万劫来遭遇。我今见闻而受持，愿解如来真实义。Supreme Amongst Dharma, subtle and profound, really is encountered even in billions of years. And now I see and hear, accept and uphold it, and I truly understand the Buddha's actual meaning. 放上。 那这四种清净明慧就是论淫杀盗和妄语大妄语。So the four clear instructions are renouncing sexual desire, renouncing killing, stealing, and false claims. We have discussed the first three yesterday. We haven't really finished the stealing yet. 昨天我们已经讨论了前面三个。昨天讨论了这个盗窃，不过没有完全讨论完。那我想我们就把盗窃从头开始，把它经文念一念，一方面也做个复习。那我就昨天讲过了，我就不再解释，因为时间也有限。And so we'll recite the sutra text from the beginning of the stealing teaching instructions, and I won't explain the text because we discussed that yesterday. So just read it through as a way to review, and maybe for you, if you are new, you can get some idea of what's going on here. Okay, 我们开始念经。阿难，又不世界六道众生，居心不偷，则不随其生死相续。不修三昧，本除尘恼；脱心不除，尘不可出。Also, Ananda, in all worlds, beings in the six destinies, whose minds are free of all desire to steal, will not be bound to an unending cycle of death and rebirth. No matter how much you may practice samadhi in order to transcend the stress of experiencing perceived objects, you will never transcend that stress until you have freed yourself from thoughts of stealing. 纵有多智，禅定现前，犹不断头，亦落邪道。上品精灵，中品妖魅，下品邪人，诸魅所招。Even very intelligent people who can enter samadhi by practicing meditation and stillness will be certain to fall into that evil realm upon their rebirth if they have not renounced stealing. The best among them will become energy devouring natural spirits. Those at intermediate levels will be subcupid or income, and those at the lowest levels will be unwholesome people possessed by such spirits. 彼等群邪亦有途中，各个自谓成圣道。Those unwholesome beings will attract groups of disciples and will tell them that they have realized the supreme enlightenment. 我灭度后，末法之中多次要挟，持胜时间，前逆前期，称善知识，各自会其得上人法。After my nirvana, in the time of the Dharma's ending, many such strange and unwholesome spirits will sweep like wildfire across the world. By cunning and deceit, they will establish their claim to be good and wise teachers who have reached the level of the sage. 玄惑无事，恐令世心所过之处，其家好善。Their boasting will delude the ignorant and will instill fear. They will rob people of their good judgment. Wherever they go, these unwholesome spirits will destroy families and reduce households to penury. 我教比丘寻方乞食，令其舍贪，成菩提道。诸比丘等不知仇食，基于凡身履薄三戒。是以往还，去以无返。I teach the monks to make their alms wrongs in whatever place they find themselves, so that they may let go of craving and become enlightened. The monks do not cook for themselves and live in the rest of their lives this way. They wander from place to place in the three realms, so that at the end of their lives they will not have to return. 任何贼人假我亦不以犯如来造种种业，皆言佛法，却非出家具戒比丘为小乘道。How then can thieves wear a monk's robe for the sake of personal gain? meanwhile engaging in all manners of acts, which then they falsely claim are in accord with the Buddha's Dharma. They send those who have entered the monastic life, saying that fully ordained monks are merely following the path of the lesser vehicle. 如是一物无量众生多无间狱. In this way, they confuse countless beings and lead them astray, and they will all fall into the unrelenting hell. 若我灭后，昔有比丘发心修三摩提，能于如来形象之前，生燃一根，烧一纸钱，其于身上热一香烛。我说世人无始，数在于是处地。I affirm that after nirvana, monk who is resolved in the practice samadhi is unshakable, can in a single moment repay his debts from all his previous lives since time without beginning. By burning then oil on his body before an image of the Buddha, or else by burning off a part of one of his fingers, or else by burning a piece of incense on his body. 常依世间永脱诸肉，虽为其名无上觉路，世人于法与决定心。Then he will be able to be the final farewell to this world and be forever free of outflows. He may not immediately understand how to advance towards supreme enlightenment, but he will have firmly committed himself to the Dharma. 跟情况上，有帮上。这边我要稍微做一点补充。我们这个昨天看到这部篇经文，就是说有比丘他发心在佛形象前自己烧身体，那有人就在 email 里头问我说怎么样烧法So we talked about this paragraph yesterday. These are the monk who decide to sort of burn something on his, like burning a piece of incense on his body. And I received a question asking about how we do that. 那我要讲的就是说，这个修行方法不是一般的修行方法，自己不要在家里头去做。我们一般做是在道场里头，这个烧起来是相当痛的。在道场的话，因为有佛菩萨的加持，还有同参观道友，大家一起在做的时候，大家有那个彼此间支持的力量，所以比较可以。So this practice is not for you to do that at home by yourself. It's not an easy practice. Usually when we do this is in the monastery, and it may be like a Buddha's Bodhisattva's birthday, things like this. And then we have a group of people, they resolve to do this. So people will support each other, and so that help everyone. So don't do that at home. And also, I think in the Asian people more or less used to this, so they don't feel that anything hard. But in the Western society, you probably want to avoid doing this in public. 这个在亚洲的话，我想有不少人是这样做，所以东方的人他们不会觉得这是一个太不好的修行方法。那在西方的话，这个恐怕你如果这样子做的话，别人会认为是个邪教。所以像在万佛城，我们没有这样的公开做。如果自己要烧香巴啦这个东西，这个都是在比较不是公开的地方。Okay, so if we do this in public, people may think we are cult. Okay, so in Western society, so usually if you want to do that, you need the manager of the branch temple to agree upon that and find a good place to do that. Okay, so that's what I want to add to this. That's not, you don't do that casually. 所以这个不是随随便便就可以做的事情。如果你有在附近的道场，找道场的执事谈一谈你的想法，然后看看同意不同意，同意的话怎么做法。我们再继续念下去说 ，continue text 。若不为此，舍身为因，众成无为，必患生人。托其数在，而我马脉正等无。Without such small acts of physical renunciation, he will have to be reborn as a person again. Even if he has attained freedom from all influences, he will still have to repay his debts from previous lives, just as to repay my debts, I had to eat or sleep. 儒教诗人修三摩地，后段头套声明如来现佛世尊第三决定清净明慧。Therefore, when you teach people in the world to practice samadhi, teach them to renounce stealing. That is the third of the clear and definitive instructions on purity that have been given by the Wisdom One and by all the Buddhas of the past who are ours. 这是我们昨天谈到这边。Yesterday we stop here. 那接下来就是昨天没有谈论的经文，我们也一起来念，对不对？若不断头修禅定者，譬如有人手观肉汁，欲求其满，重经纯洁，终无贫富。One who tries to enter samadhi while practicing meditation, but who does not renounce stealing, is like one who tries to fill a leaking cup with water. He may keep on trying for countless eons, but he will never fill it up. 这边就是我们前面讲的前面两个那个清净明慧，每一个都有一个譬喻，这边也是一个譬喻。So this is the third analogy for this particular instruction. We talk about two of them, two analogies for the first two instruction of purity. 那这个譬喻就是用一个肉的瓶子，其实这个汁是古代的装酒的一个容器，就是一个瓶子，它下头有肉，好比像漏斗一样的东西。你因为有漏，所以你怎么样去把这个水灌进来，这不可能满，是不是？不管你经过多少劫尘劫，这个尘在这里就当做微尘那么多的劫。终无贫富，永远不会满。So this analogy is like you have a leaking cup or leaking bottle, and you try to fill that with water, and you'll never be able to fill that up because it keeps leaking out. No matter how long you try to fill that up. So 那这个其实意思就是说，你如果不断头长修禅定，不可能有成就。就像你要把这个肉的瓶子装满水一样，永远没有办法装满。也就是说，你永远也没有办法有修行上有成就。So this analogy is tell us that you'll never be able to have success in your cultivation if you don't renounce stealing. Just like you'll never be able to fill this leaking bottle to the full level. 那我们继续下去 ，continue. 若周比丘一钵之余，分寸不续，取食一份，施乐终身。于大集会合掌比众，有人垂立，不同于称赞。必使身心二具捐舍，身肉骨血与众生功。Then a monk owned nothing except his robes and his alms bowl. Let him give to hungry beings the alms he does not need, let him greet and the assembly by bowing with joined palms. Let him take scolding and beatings as praise. Let him surely renounce his mind and body by sharing his flesh, bones, and blood with other beings. 不将如来不了义说为为其节，一不除学，不应是得真三昧。如我所说，名为佛说；不如此说，即或许说。And let him never confuse beginners by misconstruing those kind one's teachings, which are not definitive. I can affirm that such a monk truly practices samadhi. What I have said is what Buddhas teach. Mara, the evil one, teaches otherwise. This is the end of this instruction. 到那边就结束了这个第三个清净明昧。所以这边就讲说，如果出家人他除了他的衣和钵以外，没有任何其他东西，分寸不虚，就没有其他东西，只有衣和钵。那他去起食，他自己吃了以后，剩下的东西就是给饥饿的众生。那这个人有可能是动物，有可能是人，都可以。So this is talking about that the monastic they only own robes and alms bowl, nothing else. Okay? And when their alms, if he doesn't need all of them, he'll share that with hungry beings. It can be animals, can be human. 与他集会合掌礼众，就是他到了那个集会的地方的话，他会合起掌来和这些众人来礼拜。那有人捶打他骂他，他把他当作像他称赞他一样。So when he attends a gathering, he'll put his palm together and pay respect to the assembly. And he'll take beatings and scolding as praise. 必使身心二俱减舍，一定要他的身和心两个都舍掉了，都放下他的身体的肉、骨、血和众生供，和众生来分享。So he must truly renounce his mind and body. And sharing his flesh, bones, and blood with other beings. Also, 还有就是不将如来不了义说回为其解，一无出学。这个不了义说，上面讲的这个不了义说是小乘法，它这个了义其实就是那个。我们说是决定的，就是确定的，没有问题的。那不了义是要像这样方便法有方便的，不是决定的、绝对的。所以这个讲就是说，不把如来所说的这个方便法呢，作为自己的，作为自己讲的，来依误了初学人。然后佛就会验证这样的人是得到真正的三昧。前面就是他，不储蓄其他东西，除了衣钵以外，然后会把食物分享给饥饿的众生等等。So this is talking about that. Besides what we read earlier in the previous slides, continue that this person, this monk, never confuse beginners by misconstruing this command's teachings, which are not definitive. This is not definitive teachings, and means like something like expedient teachings. And so he doesn't confuse people with that kind of teachings. Then the Buddha will affirm that such a monk truly practices samadhi. 如我所说的，佛所说的，就是我说不如此说的话，就是佛群魔王所说的。So what the Buddha, Shurangama Buddha says is what all the Buddhas teach. The Stephen King teaches the other way around. So this is what the third teachings on purity, renounce stealing. 这个断头就到这边为止，我们就来看到最后一个妄语。So this is the last one. False claims. 念经文。阿难，如是世界六道众生，虽则身心无杀盗淫、三恨与缘，若造妄语及三摩地不得清净，成爱见魔，实如来种。Ananda, beings in the world's six destinies may be entirely free in body and in mind of killing, stealing, and sexual desire, but their samadhi will not be pure if they make false claims. If they do, they will be possessed by demons of craving or by demons of delusion, and they will lose sight of their potential for becoming a Buddha. 这边就讲了六道的众生，他已经断了杀，断了盗，断了淫心，没有淫心，没有盗心，没有杀心，就前面三个清净明慧都做到了，所以三分与缘嘛。但是他如果大妄语的话，那这个他的定就不会是很清净的，会成为一种魔，这个爱见魔，会失掉成佛的机会。So I was talking about the beings and as perfect and free themselves in the thoughts of killing, thoughts of stealing, and sexual desire. Means they have completed the first three instructions on purity. However, if they make false claims, then their samadhi won't be pure. Okay. And they'll actually be possessed by demons of craving and by demons of delusion. And they'll lose the possibility, potential of becoming a Buddha. 这个爱就是指的情爱方面，就是欲望方面；见就是邪见，所以这边英文就翻作是 demon of craving， 是指的欲望方面。Demons of delusion 只是邪见，就是欲望、欲和邪见。是如来种，种子可以发芽，可以长大，会结果。那你这个没有这个种子的话，就不可能成佛的意思。所以这边就翻成是 potential of becoming a Buddha. Chinese actually saw the seed of the Dharma. And you need a seed, and the seed will sprout, can grow, and will bear fruit. Right? So that means lose the potential for becoming a Buddha. Continue. 所谓为德、为正、言正，看到。或求世间尊胜第一，为前人言：我皆立得须多洹果、斯多含果、阿那含果、阿罗汉道，立知佛乘，实地地前诸位菩萨。They will say that they have achieved what they have not achieved, and that they have become what they have not become, wishing that worldly people might hold them in the highest honor. They will say that they have reached the stage of entering the stream, or that they must be reborn once only, or that they need not be reborn, or that they are arhats or solitary sages, or that they are bodhisattvas at one of the 10 grounds, or at one of the stages previous to the 10 grounds. 这边讲的妄语，就在定义什么是大妄语。未得还没有得到，他说得到一些上人法，就是一些你修行有成就，说没有那个成就， 他说他有成就；没有正果，他说他正果。或者求世间的尊胜第一，希望得到世间人的尊敬他，说他是第一的最高的一位。And that's a definition of the false claim. What kind of false claims? They claim that they achieved what they have not achieved, and they have not become. They say they have become. For example, they have not become bodhisattvas or become arhats, and they say they have become that sages, and they have not achieved. They don't have any achievement in their cultivation. They say they have achieved, and they also wishing people hold them in the highest honor. So they are said to those people that they have. This is the stage of entering the stream. This is first stage aha, second stage aha, reborn once only. Third stage aha, now need not to be reborn. And finally, this is the fourth stage aha. 这个须陀洹果就是出果阿罗汉，四陀洹是二果，三果阿罗汉，这个阿罗汉四果，一支佛。来讲的圆觉，实地菩萨，或者是在实地以前的，像十回向啦、十恨、十信等等这些地前的诸位。So here the four stages of us, and that's solitary stages. Usually we say Praja Buddha, so the Praja Buddhas. And also the Bodhisattvas have 10 grounds, or before 10 grounds. Okay, like 10 transference, 10 faith, 10 practice, and 10 these Bodhisattvas. 继续念 ，continue， 求彼礼忏，安祈供养，施一点家，消灭火种，如人以刀断佛罗木。In this way, in their craving for offerings, they encourage people to bow to them and to repent before them. These people who have no trust in the Dharma have ruined their potential for becoming a Buddha, just as a tree will die if it's cut down. 一点家，我们一般就是说一禅体，普通用的就是一禅体，就是可能是可以是断善根的信不具，听到的比较多是信不具，就是他对佛法没有信心，或者是他善根断了，所以就是前面那个时代就是说，你骗人说你已经得到了，或者你得到阿罗汉果，或者是菩萨，那目的就是希望能够贪对方的供养，因为你正果了，人家就会恭敬你，就会来供养你。那如果这样做的话，你就变成了一禅体，会怎么样？消灭火种，你就没有成佛的希望。就像你把那个树木叫多罗木，用刀把它砍断了一样，不会再长。So those people claim they have become arhats or become bodhisattvas. The purpose is for offering, so that people will offer them, and they encourage people to bow to them and repent. And these people will become called Ichantika, which means that no sufficient faith or the roots of goodness being cut off. So here translating to no trust in the Dharma, so no sufficient faith in the Dharma. So they are ruining their potential for becoming a Buddha. And just like a tala tree will die if it's cut down. 训练。佛济世人，永与善根，不复之见成三苦海，不成三昧。The Buddha predicts that such people will destroy their foundation in the Dharma, and that they will never regain right knowledge and right viewpoints. They will sink into the sea of three kinds of suffering and will be unable to enter samadhi. 就是佛陀就说，这样的人呢，永远善根，他的善根永远就断，不会再有善根，不复之见，没有他的不会再有正知正见，他们会永远存在这个苦海里头，不可能入定成三昧。So the Buddha predicts that these people will destroy their foundation in the Dharma, actually as the roots of goodness, and they will never regain right knowledge and right views, which I say they'll sink in the sea of suffering, and they are never able to enter samadhi. 三苦一般我们讲的苦、坏苦和行苦。So the three sufferings, these are usually the master interprets this is suffering on top of suffering. And this坏苦is that, for example, that you are very wealthy, but something happened and you lost all your wealth. It's called the loss of the privation. 辛苦，这个是一般我们生老病死，这个每个人没有一个人能够除掉的。So this type of suffering is because of metabolism. It's always we'll become old age, and become sick and die. This is suffering of that. Never able to avoid. 上来在解释的时候，他那个解释的不太一样。我是怀疑他是讲的，他把这个解释成三途那种血途、刀途、阴途，类似这样子。这个其实是苦。And when you read the master's commentary, you'll notice that the master didn't explain the three types of sufferings. I think he's probably expanded to another character to means like a destiny or disaster in a way. So he's talking about fire and war, flood, and also the war. Talking about that. 这个是上人的开始，因为这个讲到妄语，他说你如果打一句妄语的话，成佛就要玩了几万个大劫。So this master's instruction say that if you tell one lie, you'll become a Buddha by millions of eons later. Okay, you won't be able to. Your becoming a Buddha will be delayed by millions of great karmas. So this is something that we need to keep in mind. 这是我们将要记得的。那因为他讲的这个人打妄语呢，等到堕到地狱的时候，地狱有一个铁钩子，把你的舌头勾出来，然后一个剪子就把它剪下来，这叫拔舌地狱。So the master said that if you tell lies, when you fall into the hells, in the hells there will be an iron hook, and then hook your tongue and pull your tongue out, and use a scissor or knife to cut it out. And this is a tongue ripping, tongue pulling or tongue ripping hell. 他又讲了，就是为什么这辈子你看到有人是哑巴，就是因为他从前生打妄语打的太多了，所以这辈子他也没有办法讲话。So the masters clearly say that why there are people are mute, it was because they used to lie a lot. And so in this life, the retribution is that they become mute. They won't be able to say, they won't be able to lie to people anymore. 继续念，我灭度后，是诸菩萨及阿罗汉应身身彼末法之中，做种种行，度诸轮转。It's my command that after my nirvana, in the time of the Dharma's ending, the Bodhisattvas and the Arhats will appear before beings in whatever bodily form may be appropriate for rescuing them from the cycle of death and rebirth. 或作沙门、白衣居士、人王、宰官、童男童女，如是乃至淫女、寡妇、奸偷、毒贩，与其同事称赞火称，令其身心如成我力。The Bodhisattvas and Arhats may appear as monks or nuns, or as white-robed laity, or as kings, as high officials, as pure youths or volunteers, or even as courtesans, widows, libertines, thieves, starters, or traffickers in stolen goods, working side by side with these people in order to lead them to enter samadhi. The Bodhisattvas and Arhats praise the Buddha's vehicle. 前面讲的是打妄，是你没有正果，你说正果，你没有得到，你说得到。现在开始讲的这是不同的题目。So the previous slides are talking about you make false claims, and here from this side I'm talking a different subject. 就讲的说，佛陀灭度以后，他会派菩萨和阿罗汉到这个世界来，一笔末法之中。那他会化身成这些菩萨呢，阿罗汉会化种种的不同的形身形，来度诸轮转，度在这个轮回里头的众生。So the Buddha said that after his nirvana, he'll send Bodhisattvas and Arhats to come to this world and to appear in different forms, and in forms appropriate to rescue people in the samsara. 那下一章就是讲的不同的什么样的人形啊？有可能是出家人，有可能是在家居士，有可能是国王，有可能是宰官，这个童男童女，甚至呢淫女、寡妇、奸偷、毒贩，这个是很不好的职业的人。所以他会这些菩萨呢，还有阿罗汉会现种种的不同的形。So they may appear as monastics, as laity, as kings, or high officials like prime ministers, children, and prostitutes, widows, libertines, thieves, slaughterers, and all these very bad professions. Okay, 那就是种种的形式，种种的形，可以现不同的身来，与其同事呢称赞佛称，他就和这些人来共事。好比说，他要度一个居士，那他就现居士之身，那和这个居士同事共事， okay， 能够称赞佛法，让这个人的身心能够入到三摩地，能够入定。So the Bodhisattvas and Arhats may appear in all different forms, whatever appropriate. If they want to save a lay person, he'll appear as a lay person, so that he'll become working side by side with these people, become his co-workers, and they'll lead them to enter samadhi. Okay? by praising the Dharma。那上人这边当然有讲到有观音菩萨啦，还有其他菩萨会现成像妓女啦或者猪啊，这个种种的不同的形象出来。The master talk about story of that the bodhisattva appear as a prostitute or as a pig, and so different forms. 继续，终不自言我真菩萨真阿罗汉，谢佛密因亲言慧学，唯除命中应有一复，云何世人祸乱众生成道妄语 ？But they should never speak casually to people who have not yet studied the Dharma, saying, "I am actually a bodhisattva," or "I'm actually an arhat," thus carelessly revealing the Buddha's hidden intent. They can only reveal themselves at the end of their lives, and then only in private. Anyone who, in any other way, claims to be a bodhisattva or an arhat is deluding people with an egregious lie. 这边就是讲的那个这个真正的菩萨、真正的阿罗汉来出现在这个世界上，但是他们不会自己说他自己是菩萨、是阿罗汉。So this saying that those bodhisattvas, the true bodhisattvas, genuine bodhisattvas, arhats, they'll never reveal they are bodhisattvas or arhats. Okay. 除在什么时候命中，所以他们要往生了，那时候才可以泄露。然后泄露的时候还不能够公开的讲，应有一复，就是在暗中私下就可以交代几个他的前行人。So they never let people know they are arhats, they are bodhisattvas. They can only reveal themselves at the end of life. And even then, only in private, okay, not in public. 那云何世人祸乱众生成道妄语？那何况那些打妄语的人？对，这个真的菩萨、真的阿罗汉，他都不会讲说他们是阿罗汉、是菩萨的。那何况那个不是真的菩萨、假菩萨、假阿罗汉，还说他们是菩萨、是阿罗汉，那是这些人就是祸乱众生，这个大妄语。So these are the genuine bodhisattvas, genuine arhats. They'll never let people know they are true bodhisattvas, true arhats. But those who lie to people, make false claim, they are fake bodhisattvas, fake arhats. They claim they are bodhisattvas, they are arhats. So they try to confuse people, and this is a major lie. 上人讲的这个泄则不助，助则不泄。泄露了他的身份以后，他就不能够来注释。那如果要继续注释的话，就不能够泄露你的身份。So you cannot reveal your true status. If you reveal what you really are, then you don't stay in the world anymore. You have to leave. Okay. If you want to stay in the world, then you don't reveal your true status. 也汝教世人修三摩地，后复断除诸大妄语，是名如来仙佛世尊第四决定清净明慧。Therefore, when you teach people in the world to practice samadhi, teach them to refrain from making false claims. This is from the clear and definitive instructions on purity that have been given by the wisdom one and by all the Buddhas in the past one hours. 所以这个就是第四清净明慧，是要能够打大妄语。So this is the last one, an instruction on purity, not making false claim. 在一般的戒律里头，像5戒、8戒，这个那个妄语戒也是分作有大妄语、小妄语。那也只有大妄语才是会分重。大妄语也就是像讲的这些有为正、言正、为德、言德。The precepts, by precept, and all those precepts, the lies, usually the false precepts, refrain from telling lies. They are also like major lies and minor ones. And when you make a false claim like this, then that can be you can commit a heavy offense. For minor lies, then it won't be a heavy offense. 继续念，是故安然，若不断其大妄语者，如刻人粪为旃檀形，欲求香气，无有是处。One who does not refrain from making false claims is like someone who molds a piece of excrement into the shape of a piece of sandalwood incense, in the hope that will then be fragrant. That cannot be. 这个是譬喻，是这个清净明慧的譬喻。This is the analogy for this particular instruction. 如果不断大妄语，那像什么呢？像你把那个人粪呢刻成像旃檀香的形状，就希望能够会发出香气来，不可能的事情嘛，对不对？粪便就是粪便了，不管什么形状，就是看起来像旃檀香一样，它也还是臭的。所以意思就是说，你打大妄语，然后要修行有成就，是不可能的事情。就像我粪便不可能有香气一样。So this analogy is that you mold a piece of excrement become a shape of a piece of sandalwood incense, and you hope that this piece of excrement will become fragrant. That's impossible, right? As excrement is excrement. You'll always be smelly. It won't become fragrant, even if it looks like incense. And so similarly, when you don't renounce making false claims, and you want to enter samadhi, that's impossible. Just like the excrement is impossible to smell fragrant. 去年我教比丘执行道场，于是为于一切中尚无虚假，因而自称得胜人法。I have taught the bhikshus that the straightforward mind is the place for awakening, and that there must be nothing whatever false in their cultivation of a stern and proper manner in all four comportments. Why then would they make a public claim about their attainment, saying they had reached the level of a sage? 这个释迦牟尼佛讲的，他教导比丘们执行道场，执行是道场。他们上来这样讲，就是执行，就是我们一切都要执行。是为于一切行中尚无虚假。是为于就讲行住坐卧，就是我们日常生活所有的一切行为举止里头都没有讲，完全都是真的，执行是道场。And this is the straightforward mind is the place for awakening. Usually we'll just say that straight mind. Straight mind is the way place. That's usually what people say that. But this translation is better. Straightforward mind is the place for awakening. It means you keep your mind straight, always honest, and know it's true. And must be no force in the cultivation of the. There's 4 components talking about the walking, standing, sitting, and lying down. Means all your actions, there's always true, there's no force. Okay. 那就是你执行的话，自然就不会自己得到上人法。上人法就是指的圣人的法。So and you are true to everything and straightforward, and you would not make a public claim that you have attained the level of sage. 昨天我把这个上人法讲错了，我把它搞成那个过人法。在戒律里头的过人法就是一般的超过一般常人的能力。你能够见到鬼了，见到神了，对不对？那个上人法确实就是比一般人高尚的，就是修行有一定的程度，就像我们尊称上人一样尊称。So yesterday I think I interpreted this wrongly, confused us with another character. 过人 means transcend people. Transcending people, that means that they have the skill to see some people. You have the skill beyond ordinary people, and this is talking about the cultivation, the virtue. Things like this is higher than ordinary people. And usually we render this as a venerable master. 继续。譬如穷人奉号帝王，自取诸面，况复法王如何妄窃？因地不真，果招欲取。修佛菩提如是几人，欲谁成就 ？One who makes such false claims is like an author who claims to be a king. Such a one is deliberately seeking his land. Even less should one claims the title of Dharma king. If your direction is not true at the start, you will veer away from the goal. One who seeks the entitlement of the Buddha in this way is like one who tries to fight his own devil, who could expect to succeed. 这个是另外一个譬喻，你譬喻说穷人妄号帝王，就像一个穷人，他假称他是国王，这个是自己找麻烦。国王知道的话，一定把你抓来杀掉。对，何况你称自己是法王，法王就是佛王。前面的人，前面那些骗人的人，就是他们说已经正果了，已经成阿罗汉、成菩萨，甚至成佛了，是怎么可以妄称自己是佛呢？Okay, so this is an analogy that the analogy is like a poor person who claims that he was the king, and he's inviting death because when king hear that, king will of course catch him and sentence him to death. And let alone the Dharma king, the title of Dharma king. You can't just steal that. Dharma king is Buddha, king of Dharma, the Dharma. So you cannot steal the title of the Buddha or the Dharma king. And those people who make the false claim that they become Arhat or the sovereign, even become Buddha. 因地不真，果招欲取。就是你在因地的时候，因不真的话，果就会 歪曲了。那修佛菩提呢？你还想要求佛菩提就成佛了，好像是你在想要咬自己的肚脐一样，可能咬得到。所以这边也有2个譬喻在这边。So if you start with the wrong direction, and you end up miles away at the end. So if you seek enlightenment of Buddha, become a Buddha in this way, it's like you try to bite your own navel. And if you are post-clap like that. So here's 2 analogies. One is a poor person claim him as a king. And here is an analogy of one trying to bite his own navel. 若诸比丘心如直弦，一切真实入三摩地，永无谋事。我应世人成就菩萨无上直觉。如我名为佛说，不如此说及佛群说。Monks whose minds are as straight as those trees, and who are entirely genuine and truthful, will never encounter demons when they enter samadhi. I can affirm that such people are certain to realize the unsurpassed wisdom and awakening of the Bodhisattva. What I have said is what Buddhas teach. Mara, the evil one, teaches otherwise. 这个也是在最后做个结语的。如果比丘的心很直，那这心是道场了。然后或者说你的心直，一切都是真的。那你入定的时候，永远不会有魔事，永远不会受魔来干扰你。那或者我印证说，这样子的人呢，一定会成为菩萨，得到菩萨的无上直觉上的智慧和觉悟。那如果像我讲的这个，就是佛说的嘛；如果是其他的嘛，就是魔王说的。So the Buddha said that the monastic mind are straight as those strings, and just we say straightforward mind, right? And entirely genuine and true, whatever they do. And when they enter samadhi, they'll never encounter demons. They won't be bothered by demons if they are straightforward and they are true in every aspect. And the Buddha affirmed that these manas will certainly realize unsurpassed wisdom and awakening of the bodhisattvas. They will certainly become bodhisattvas. And what Shurangama Buddhas have said is what all Buddhas teach. The demon kings teach differently. So this is the end, actually. But there are a couple more slides. I think it's a good summary. This usually is the next row, the beginning of next row. But this is, I think, it's like to conclude the instruction on purity. 下面这2张幻灯片，这个在经文里头是下一卷的。但是这边讲的是4种清净明慧，它等于是把它做一个结论，所以我们也来念一念。我觉得这一段是讲的蛮不错的。I think this is a pretty good text to study. 阿难，汝问圣先，我今先说入三摩地修学妙门。Ananda, you have answered about gathering or focusing the mind. And I have now told you about the wondrous method that will lead practitioners to enter samadhi. 求菩萨道，要先持此4种律仪，皎如冰霜，自不能生一切痴厌， 心三口是身必无因。If you seek to become a bodhisattva, you must first follow the 4 instructions on purity, so that your comportment may be as pure as the crystalline frost. Then, very naturally, you will no more be able to commit the 3 errors of the mind and the 4 errors of speech. Then the tree is able to live out in freezing weather. 阿难，如是世事若不遗失，心上不缘，色香味触一切模式云何发生？ How could anything demonic happen to someone who faithfully followed the 4 instructions on purity and another? And how much the more will that person be protected if his mind is not paying attention to sights, sounds, odors, flavors, tangible objects, or objects of cognition? This is the end. 所以这边佛陀就讲说，阿难尊者问说，讲到那个如何入修行能够不着魔，讲到摄心，从这摄心为戒。那他问了怎么摄心？我今先说入三摩地修学妙门。这佛陀讲的，你要入定的修学的妙门，就指的那个4种清净明慧。已经先解释了这个4种清净明，简讲了4种清净明慧。So Ananda asks Buddha how to this is guarding and focusing the mind. You can say that correcting the thoughts or containing the mind. And the Buddha has taught him the wondrous method that will lead practitioner to endless samadhi. This means the 4 clear and definitive teachings on purity. And this is what the Buddha had taught. 所以佛陀就继续讲说，你要求菩萨道，修菩萨道呢，要先持这4种律仪，就是这4种清净明慧。你要吃到什么程度？皎如冰霜，就是洁白的像冰一样，像霜一样的白。就是说，你要把这个4种清净明慧持的清净，非常非常的清净。你如果能够持得这么清净的话，就不会生一切的枝叶。你在有冰有霜的地方的话，这些树就不会长出枝叶来。意思就是说，你不会发生一些问题。心三口是身必无因，这个是心有3恶，口有4恶，对不对？心三就是贪嗔痴，口是妄语绮语，恶口两舌。就是这些口业、身业、口业，甚至心业、3业都不会再生，生必无因，没有理由，没有因缘可以生出来。So if you seek to become a bodhisattva, and you must first follow the 4 instructions on purity, and to the extent as pure as the frost and ice. So you have to follow the 4 clear teachings on purity as pure as possible. And when you can uphold the instructions so purely, then there's naturally they are no more able to be years talking about the trees won't live out in freezing weather. And similarly, you won't commit any karmas of your speech and mind here. There's 3 errors of the mind, talking about the 3 karmas of your mind: greed, hatred, and delusion. The 4 errors of speech is your lies, frivolous speech, false, and harsh speech, and divisive speech. 心三口是必生无因。我相信这个身业也包括在里头，但是 楞严经的一个问题就是，它这个经文从头到尾都要四字，所以他这边新三口是已经4个字用完，所以深山就略掉了。后面那一章也有看到，它也会漏掉一些东西。I believe this should also include the body karma. Okay, but the Shurangama Sutra, the Chinese version is the translator tried to make 4 characters. Everything is 4 characters. Okay, so here you use all the 4 characters, and the body karma cannot be covered here, so it's omitted like this. 下面这边你可以看到，如是事事都不遗失，就讲这是4种清净明慧，你没有忘掉，没有遗失的话，然后你的心不缘色香味触，所有的模式都不会发生。这个我们一般讲的六尘，对不对？色声香味触法。这边也只列了4个，因为他只要用4个字，所以他就把它漏掉了。但是在翻译的时候 ，David Rong 把它全都翻出来了 ：sight, sounds, order, flavor, tangible object, object cognition. The Chinese actually only needs sights, orders, flavors, and tangible objects, and because the limit of 4 characters, Mr. Rounds spelled it out. I think he understand that situation. 所以这边就讲了，如果你这个4种清净明慧都做得很好，很清净，然后你的心不会被外缘所影响到，不缘就是不会去攀缘偏外缘的话。那一切的模式怎么会发生？不可能发生。就是还是强调说，要把4种清净明慧要好好的遵守，然后不外缘，不攀缘，偏外境，被外境所转，那就不会有模式发生。So the conclusion is that if you can uphold the 4 teachings on purity, and also you don't pay attention to, you are not influenced, affected by the environment, the outside states, like what you see, hear, sounds, things like this, then there won't be you won't be bothered by demon at all. 那这个就是像这个4种清净明慧就到这边为止。And I think that's the end of the 4 teachings on purity. Now it's not 8:30 yet, right? 看看我下面有什么。我会跟这样。So I think it's right to wake you up. 这个是比丘戒里头的一条戒，我把这拿出来和大家分享。This is the Bhikshu precept, one of the Bhikshu precept. It's not major precept. It's an intermediate level. 这是差不多中等程度的。所以讲说比丘呢，像未受大戒人说过人，这边看到过人法，就是一个比丘呢，像没有受大戒的人。大戒就是比丘戒，就是没有受比丘戒的人，包括沙弥在内。你说你有过人的本事，你能够看到佛、看到菩萨、看到鬼，你和人家讲你有这个过人的能力，然后就说我看到什么，我知道什么。但是你这个看到，你知道这个是实际上你确实看到，你知道，就是你确实有这个能力。但是你跟没有受比丘戒的人讲的话，你是犯戒的 ，OK？ 他没有打妄语， 他没有打妄语，但是他跟人家讲，跟没有，他可以跟其他比丘讲，同意的比丘，就是这个比丘也会相信他讲的话的话，那他像跟这个跟居士讲，在家人讲，甚至跟沙弥讲，他都犯戒。所以就是说，这为什么说前面讲的这些菩萨呢，阿罗汉呢，他不能够泄露他是什么身份？他如果泄露的话，就犯了这条戒，是不是？他和出家人在家人讲的话，他就犯了戒，所以他不会讲，不是说因为光这条戒的关系。那我只是把这个戒拿出来和大家分享，让大家晓得说，比丘有这条戒，你有过人的能力，你也不能够跟其他人讲，其实这个是事实。Okay, so this is the Bhikkhu precepts. If a Bhikkhu has the real superhuman state, he can see things people cannot see, like see ghosts, see Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. This is a fracture. Okay, he really has this ability, but when he told other people about his ability, then he break a precept. This is a type of offense. When he talked to an ordained person, this includes novice, including also lay people. Okay, anyone who are not bhikkhus, if he talked to any non-bhikkhus, then he break the precepts. He committed an offense. So that's why one reason that these Buddhas, these Bodhisattvas and Arhats do not say that they are Arhats, they are Bodhisattvas. It's one reason is because of this precept. And那就是要大家讲说，所以你听到有人说他有这种神通的能力啊，有神通的话，你晓得这个一定有问题，因为他如果是出家人的话，他不能够讲，他讲的话他就犯戒。So if you heard someone say that he has spiritual power, and you know that cannot be. Okay, if he's a monastic, he break the precept right away. When he said that he has spiritual power to lay people, to novices, he broke the precept right away. Okay, and you know that's it's not right. 所以这个是特别提出来给大家分享的。把这个四种清净明慧都列在这边了。This is an order for teachings on purity. 所以看这个差的就是一个淫心、杀心、偷心。The first three, the difference is the thoughts of lust, thoughts of killing, thoughts of stealing. 所以都是讲到心的问题。心的问题。那最后这个是讲的大黄语 ，and the last one is making those claims。我们今天拜忏的时候，今天拜到第9卷，最后这个赞里头，三途俱报，苦楚难当，总有一念是遭殃。这个讲的牛三途啊。就是生而道苦楚难当，很痛苦，都是怎么来的？一个念头，你的一个念起了不好的念头，你就堕到生而道去了。所以一念是遭殃，所以讲的还是心嘛，对不对？像那个四种清净明慧一样，讲的就是摄心为戒，心。So this is talking about this is a place. At the end of row 9 that we finish, and this is the tenor. And it's talking about the retribution of the 3 lowly paths, the animals, ghosts, and hells. And it's really suffering and unbearable. It's all because of one thought. Okay. because of your one thought invite all these disasters. And so that's why we say you have a mind is so important. You have to watch your mind, watch our mind, and contain our mind, and correct our thoughts. That's why the definition of precept in the Shurangama Sutra says containing the mind is the precept. 那后面这边是几个的譬喻。So this is the analogy, put them together. This is the first one is talking about the sexual desire. If you don't renounce sexual desire, you are cooking sand. 这个中文大家看就可以懂，我就不用讲中文。And this is killing. If you don't renounce killing, I'm not claiming you are like plugging your own ear and shout, and you hope people won't hear you. Stealing, we talk about this today. 这个是偷盗，就是我们今天讲。Is you try to fill a leaking cup. It's impossible. And the last one. 就是可人分成赞叹性，求其相信。This is you make the excrement become like the shape of the incense, and hope you'll smell good fragrance. There's no way. Okay, I think that's pretty much I want to cover, and then we can open. For people to ask questions or you have comments and share your experience as well. 那我们就到这边为止。那现在一些时间就让大家发问，或者是有意见要和大家分享，要谈谈你的心得。
My question is about the training results and the eating of meat. Because some of the slides say it's the biggest tendency to eat very flesh on the meat and other meat. And there's another slide that says it's to eat certain types of meat. So I was confused what the meat is coming up with the same and what is confused. Because it's in front of the gym.
The meat and also the three kinds of pure meat, things like this. That is for the bhikshus. If they just follow the bhikshu precept, those meat are allowable. Okay. And what we are discussing here is more advanced. You want to enter samadhi, become a Buddha, and you need to elevate the standard higher. Then you don't need anything. You don't need anything.
If we have a pet and they want to be meat, are we giving Dharma or part of the Dharma if we give the meat to the animal?
Say that again, I didn't. Maybe I should try to say the first part of first. Okay. 要不要翻译一下？
他的问题是四种定可以说是重视的重，或法师也提到三境就学的，就问这个问题到底。
我的回答是那个三净肉那部分是 对于那个比丘戒而言，就是你如果只是遵守比丘戒的话，是允许可以吃生精肉的。那我们现在讨论的是4种清净明慧，那个是高的标准，你要成佛了，你要入定不受魔考的时候，你就是任何的那个肉类都不要去碰它，就是这样子。讲的不同的情形。OK，
If we have a pet, the animal that only will eat the meat, will not eat the vegetable, we obstructing our own journey if we have to feed the meat to the animals.
他是问说，那个家里头有宠物的话，那这个宠物不吃素，要喂它荤的东西，那是不会影响到他的修行程度。The answer is yes. And actually, it's better not to have pets at the first place. Okay, so if you can send the pets away, then you have no problem, right? And so, yeah, actually the venomous discourages to have pets. Some of the pets like the dogs, cats, are considered as asuras. Asuras is the beings which has a big temper and very vicious. Like that there's no choice. So try not to have pets if you can. When you are if you so close to those pets, you slowly gradually become one of them. It can be like that. 那个其实最好就是不要家里有宠物了，没有宠物就没有这个麻烦了，是不是？而且很多宠物像狗的、猫的，上来讲说这个其实都是阿修罗，是阿修罗性。阿修罗就是脾气大、凶暴、土匪啦，这些都是虎狼啊、狮子，这个都是阿修罗。所以你不希望说跟这个阿修罗作伴，就是所以家里头如果有宠物的话，想办法把它送出去。如果可能的话，你没有宠物就不要再养宠物了，不要找麻烦。线上没问题。
现在来和戒律相关的，一个就是说受八关斋戒，他洗澡那个沐浴露啊、洗面奶啊、妆啊，都有香味，很纠结。法师们是洗澡，
不行。
第二个问题呢，就是说受八关斋戒看电影、学英语是犯戒，这两个方面都相关。还有一个呢，就是说这个
等一等吧，太多问题了，我就一个一个来吧。你看电视学英语，那个不是娱乐了，戒的是戒娱乐了，唱歌跳舞啊这些东西。你是学习的话，那个不是娱乐，没有问题。So you watch TV to learn languages, that's not entertainment, right? So a precepts refrain from entertaining yourself. So that's not breaking precepts. 那个用的洗澡的东西呢，乳液里头有香，有一些香呢，那个当时能够避免最好避免啊，那没有办法也就 勉勉强强的，是不是？你能够去买那些没有香料的东西，那是最好的。OK， 还有哪个问题？
沙弥可以穿三皈五戒，
沙弥可以穿三皈五戒吗？关你什么事？你是沙弥吗？你是沙弥，再问这个问题就好了。还有什么？翻译需要翻译吗？The question is whether a novice can transmit 3 refuges and 5 precepts. And my answer to that question is, are you a novice? If you are not novice, why you worry about that question? 还有其他的吗？没有的是。
关于老忏的说这个4分3有，他不懂就是
什么
？4分3有
，4恩3有，4恩就是4中恩啊，对，3有，他讲的是什么3有？三界，欲界、色界、无色界。昨天有一个居士问说立牌位的问题，你记不记得？你传给我的。这个立牌位是不是用他要立牌位，然后那边有法师跟你讲说不要用你的名字，用家人的名字，是不是这个问题？他要替他妈妈立牌。我们一般立牌位都是你要替，他们是替你的母亲立牌位，当然就立她的名字嘛，对不对？那我不晓得他碰到的那个道场是为什么是这样子。OK， 那应该听听大家的看法了，好不好？我先讲几句话，他可以拿过去啊。那我要讲几句话，关于我保忏的。我想大家都有同感，就是我们的文乐跟乐众都唱得非常好，这点没有问题。我觉得一件很特别的事情，就是我其实两晚宝忏拜了很多次，但是这次两晚宝忏，我觉得时间排得很好。我们排的早上是2支香，1个小时1支香，下午是3支香，但是是40分钟，40分钟40分钟，然后第3支香是大概是20到30分钟拜，然后回香。这个是这样的排法，我第一次碰到，但是我觉得对我而言很管用，因为不会那么累。早上2支香长一点没有问题，尤其第1支香很多时间是在那边唱啊，对不对？那到下午一般也比较累，所以下午45分钟就结束的话，那还可以喘个气，所以我还可以勉强拜完，所以我觉得时间上排得很好，而且维诺的把时间抓得很准。我晓得啊，我说维诺把时间抓得很，是啊，我说他抓的时间抓得很准，而且唱的速度能够控制得很好，对不对？就像今天是一早开始是第9卷， 那结束是第9节结束。一般常常他们那个维诺控制进度不是那么容易控制的，他会拖到下一天去，下一次上去，那往往就要多唱那个赞啊，或是，所以我觉得我想想我是第一次碰到这个维诺把时间控制这么好的，确实是这样子。那不能，所以我要讲一下这件事情，因为啊。是你带的很好。另外就是我看到就是这里的居士，其实这里的居士非常的护持这个整个道场。我看到的这个1个礼拜下来，这里的出家人都在佛殿里头，对不对？来参加拜忏。但是呢，我们去用斋的时候，已经有菜饭都要煮好了，表示都是居士在做的。而且这个道场这么大，那么也只有三个女装在这边。我原来以为金康师也是这里，我不晓得他是客僧，所以只有3个人。你看这么大的道场能够维持的这么好，除了说出家人领导有方以外，大家居士都是很发心的，所以居士在这边把这个道场弄得这么好，我相信你们都是非常非常的发心。那大家彼此间也都会相处得很好，所以能够把这个道场弄得这么的庄严，这么的，所以就要讲。OK。
Dharma Master, thank you very much for your wishes. Really appreciate that. My question is, I go to the beach and I go kayaking and I see people fishing and killing fish. What do I do about that? Sometimes I get upset or I get angry. What do you do?
You understand her question?
我看到有人钓鱼，愤怒应该做什么？应该去支持他们。我看到有人在钓鱼、杀鱼，
看得很愤怒。
他想问他应该怎么去做
？That is his karma. And another time you can really help, unless you can buy the fish from him and liberate. It's one way. Okay. And there are many people, they actually do bad things, and we are limited power to refrain from that. So of course you can dedicate marriage to these people and hope they'll change. 你们有其他人要分享您的心得吗？一直到这个道场来。
东西是蛮多的，但是跟这边的，这是我第一次去得到场，所以我没有办法跟其他的地方比较，但是我觉得这边的环境还有这个就是还蛮特别的，所以那个东西也是我是觉得可以觉得很好，所以还有不同的问题的时候，很多人都会问，都是 我们我老师这方面也是可以，老师。I think I'm very fortunate to come here. It's not monastery. It's the practice sometimes is quite hard, especially when I don't understand why we use like Buddhist names or and reading the mantras. But there are many people here that is probably not that I can talk to. Sometimes I don't really need to know the answers just by practicing. I can feel it very well. So this is my first retreat that I've attended more than one night. So I quite enjoy it.
怎么有？那是点名啊。
大师阿弥陀佛。我觉得我很幸运，已经上一次来就是2019就是COVID之前，所以就觉得还可以再来一次，再来参加，很辛苦的一个事情。So my last time I came it was in 2019, like before COVID started. I've been very fortunate and can take a whole off from working, come here to join the retreat.
You're not local, right? Sydney? 什么时候毕业的？6年了。第1年刚毕业，看起来也像的。
我在晚上来，真的挺怀念的，就应该参加一种跟也都蛮久蛮希望的信息really fortunate because the last time, like it's been, I don't know, many years because last year we did this, so it's a very good experience for me from work and joining a session with her. It's the first day new today.
San Francisco?
以前没有参加过这个文化导航，然后这一次的话，就是因为然后开始做然后就是然后所以然后喜欢也不是很特别的东西。So we took my mother and just the schedule is about 9 and I enjoy it. I find that this retreat is really eye-opening because all this one understanding, your understanding, existence and mind And this time around, I was doing the book in with the English translation, is in Chinese. So each time I just speak because I just decide I know you don't need to be done, otherwise I just change my mind. I don't want to. I think this is very good for the translation. Excellent. Thank you.
The English translation is by the Master Jin Yong, right? The English, where did you get the English translation? Yeah. I think their group published the English translation of the Emperor Repentance. Yeah, you can purchase that. Okay. Yeah, the whole volume.
这是我第一次完整的参加然后买出来的。本来以为会很累，但是唱歌就是唱的更是，所以快乐其实是很开心，很享受的一个地方。然后就是未来到重庆的，我觉得这个，多做好学习很多几个做法，比如说这个学习动力的东西，那我要在一起就看不到，所以未来到重庆的身边，等等就是因为。This is one first language we go in the is it's so possible that I can because of the monasteries, the results so excellent. So I was hired in 7 days, and also a lot of conflict from Japan. In Japan, there is no such real Buddhism standards. So I don't have friends to learn the Dharma from Dharma.
有人从美国来，有人从日本过来，为什么没有马来西亚呢？为什么？拿澳洲的签证很困难。是澳洲这边的。
以前都是马来西亚人的。
是啊，我原来以为说是这里不让他们来。I was asking about we have people from US, from Japan. How come there is no one from Malaysia? Dharma replied that it's because they have difficulty in obtaining visa to come here.
Thank you very much. Days wonderful 2 days, and I felt myself really when I'm in the it's so beautiful, and then the child is going in my daily time, and I just feel so blessed to be able to come so close to where it is. It's not a person. Assuming it's actually the person going past is realizing that I thought it was this incredible. I have about 10 years. And I thought I would be able to do this and only that was fantastic. The training was beautiful. And my sister said the best way to do it was my body. So this is very so thank you.
他说感谢法师，过去的几天是非常舒服的几天，然后呢，这个拜忏的美妙的声音在我的耳边萦绕，我住的离道很近，非常的有光。为什么我能够感觉到这个大殿的能量非常的强？那个不同的3面角度会感觉到大殿能量非常强。非常感谢法师，非常感谢林老师。就像我姐姐说的，这个声音呢，这个在我的身心里面激荡，整个礼拜非常有力量。
他是第一次打中午，然后我们去新加生了2个，一个是在，一个是修远的。
也是第一次我全程参加这个在网上，因为上班嘛，所以都不能全程参加，所以这次也是，而且也是可以参与这个中午这个工作，而且也很感谢法师的一路来的指导。这次觉得中午。就觉得有点累，虽然是一天虽然是打了2次枪，可是也是差不多可以说是整天，所以我觉得很累。这也是佛菩萨加持。I'm very happy because this is my first time I can complete the whole session. For the repentance. For the previous session, I wouldn't be able to attend the whole session because I was working. So this time I was so lucky, and I will be able to take the Dharma. So I feel I would like to say thank you to all the Dharma masters for the guidance. And for this time. Even though we will run the whole day, maybe 2 pieces, but I really tired a lot. Thank you, all the masters. I'm also very lucky here to listen to your Dharma talk because we come here afterwards. We come here last year, before we come here, we were able to listen to your Dharma talk in Beijing, China, and sometimes I listen to your Dharma talk with you together, and we every night we can sit here to listen to your Dharma talk face to face. This is the one thing we feel very lucky. And another thing I want to say for instructor the full instruction on purity is very good guidance to our daily life. I think it is very useful for self-cultivation in this society because I can see many old people they are suffering because of working out their age. the nursing home is happens in many old people's. Although no matter how rich or poor, they most of them never stop of the life. They are lonely, want to something to talk. And so maybe physically or mentally, they also have suffered a lot. We still young, we still have time to cultivate our system. It's very good for us. We are lucky. Thank you.
讲中文。
我们是去年才来到澳洲，在来之前，就是一直我先生也有几乎有段时间每天都听你的那个讲座讲法，我也是一个旁听者，但是我们就是没有想到今天能够坐在这里当面听你们讲法，这是一个很荣幸的事情。这是一方面，非常感谢。还有就是这个4种清净明慧，我们很遗憾没有每天来听，但是呢，我觉得这个是对我们日常修行很有帮助的一件事情。我们现在本职也是在养老院里工作，我每天看到很多老人，不管他们是就是贫穷还是富有。我觉得当很老的时候都是有的时候是很无助的，他们很精神上、身体上可能都在忍受巨大。我想我现在的民主，趁着我们现在还年轻，我们需要的话，可能现在还很晚，我们需要是更好的休息。就是用这个4种清净明慧做一个指导。照亮我们的前程。
我觉得很贵，就是那今天第4来讲，这个法会发展起来，但是我能感受到这个法会的殊胜，这里有很好的法师，很好的环境，我也会珍惜这个机会。然后正如您开始说的，不要现在跟这个我也是然后呢，也会很多的人家修行，我们的人家辅导他们。
英文呢？
I'm going to attend half-day session.
9点了，9点了，结束了。您要不要讲一讲话？这个你每一支香都来，不是每天都有来拜第一支香？我看见你好像每天都来拜第一支香。
他们是在讲那个临时专业的东西。
现在不是要讲吗？
我觉得最重要还是在共修的力量永远都是透过你在家修行的力量。 你拜忏的时候，就是那个墨水的很大部分的效果是吧？对，毕竟是对工作忙的话，这个时间聚会的话，就尽量就好像这个7天的话，这样你可以请了7天的假来拜忏的话，肯定是在8天的话，必须你是在家拜忏的话，那个效果来的自然觉得话是不一样。So I say, like cultivating practice collectively in monastery is always better than to practice at home. Because especially when you're able to come for Dharma assembly for 8 days, so you concentrate and then the benefit of the practice is always better than what you practice at home.
Shall we end? 可以结束了吧 I think it's past 9 already. And,
那个法师礼拜2就要回美国，所以如果你明天不会来，你们今天跟他那个
说再见。可能这个是你小的还是大的？
这是大
大的，小的几岁？
小的那个2岁快3岁。
那对。